I'm Pawan Thakur. As a property consultant, my job is to analyze structural blueprints and verify how complex things are built. To an outsider, the library of Hindu scriptures appears disorganized. It looks like an infinite collection of random books with no clear starting point. The sheer physical volume of these ancient palm leaf manuscripts represents a tangible weight of history, thousands of years of recorded thought. However, these thousands of texts follow a specific knowledge architecture, organized with the precision of a multi-level blueprint. Understanding the foundation of Sanatana Dharma requires us to look past the individual pages and examine that underlying structural logic. Every text fits into two primary categories: Shruti, that which is heard, and Smriti, that which is remembered. Shruti is the final authority, containing eternal, cosmic truths of non-human origin.
Smriti is the narrative tradition, human compositions adapting these truths across different eras of society. To map the blueprint, we start with the Shruti side of the structure. The definitive texts within this primary Shruti category are the Vedas. This binary division provides a structural safeguard. Because Shruti acts as the primary source, it ensures that secondary, historical narratives do not contradict the root principles of the system. The Shruti branch is supported by four main pillars, the four Vedas. The first pillar is the Rig Veda. It forms the base of the architecture, compiling thousands of root mantras as praises to the deities. This manuscript of the Rig Veda shows the ancient Sanskrit Devanagari script. Notice the red accent marks. They dictate the precise meter and pronunciation for these early invocations. The second pillar is the Yajurveda. This functions as the operational rulebook for conducting rituals and sacrifices. The third is the Samaveda, which takes those root mantras and structures them into musical, chanted expressions. The final pillar is the Atharvaveda, which applies Vedic knowledge to the mechanics of daily life, including science and medicine. Collectively, these four pillars act as a complete toolkit for ancient civilization, covering everything from cosmic law to physical survival. Understanding the pillars is only the beginning. We must look at a cross-section of a single Veda to see how internal knowledge is layered. Every single Veda is divided internally into four sequential layers of depth. The first layer is the Samhita, containing the primary mantras and invocations. The second layer is the Brahmana. These are the technical manuals explaining how to use those mantras in physical rituals. The third layer is the Aranyaka, or wilderness texts. Here, the physical rituals are reinterpreted as symbolic meditations. The final layer consists of the UPNISADs, which distill the entire process into philosophical conclusions. There is a psychological architecture here. The text moves the practitioner from performing external, physical rituals to mastering internal, mental philosophy. This final Upanishad layer is also known as Vedanta, literally the conclusion of the Vedas. This diagram records the volume of this philosophical data. It notes the existence of over 108 Upanishads. Within that list, a group of 10 principal Upanishads form the load-bearing walls of Hindu philosophy. The subject matter focuses on Atman, self-knowledge, along with the nature of reality and the path to liberation. Because it examines abstract reasoning, this section takes the form of dialogue, moving away from ritual. Vedanta is the intellectual destination of the Shruti blueprint. It provides the reasoning behind the rituals described in the earlier layers. Now we shift focus to the second root node, Smriti. The Puranas, found here in the bottom red tier, serve as the narrative and historical engines of the tradition. The diagram specifically categorizes these works, noting the 18 Mahapuranas, or Great Puranas. These texts are organized by natural qualities, like 6 focusing on Vishnu and 6 on Shiva. This detailed stone carving illustrates the iconography described in these texts. The stories of recognizable deities and their lineages emerge from this Smriti layer. The Puranas take the abstract concepts engineered in the Upanishads and encode them into dramatic stories. The Smriti layer provides the accessible ground floor of the architecture, allowing the core principles to be practiced and shared across society through story. We have followed the logic from the philosophical heights of the Vedas to the narrative ground floor of the Puranas. Looking at this complete hierarchy, we see how the disparate parts form a single system. The upper layers of Shruti provide the underlying philosophical truth. The bottom Smriti layer provides cultural context, keeping those truths active in society. The system functions as an engineered ladder, designed to meet a person at their current level of understanding and guide them upward. When you analyze property blueprints, you realize that nothing built to last is accidental. When you understand the internal structure of a system like this, the confusion is replaced by a clear view of the original intent. Did this logical breakdown help you navigate this history? Let me know in the comments. I'm Pawan Thakur. For professional structural and property analysis, contact Thakur Property Consultancy at 900-435-2787. Thanks for watching.